Have you ever had that strange, just unshakable, off feeling about someone? You know the exact type I'm talking about. They smile when they see you, they laugh at your jokes, they act perfectly polite, but deep down your gut is screaming that their intentions are completely different. Well, it's a super common experience, and psychology actually explains exactly why it happens. We tend to picture dislike as being really loud, right? Like screaming, arguing, obvious conflict. We think, hey, if someone has a problem with me, they'll just say it. But the reality is usually what we call the polite smile mystery. Dislike loves to hide behind good manners, mostly just to protect reputations and avoid messy drama. And because of this hiding, we get a psychological phenomenon known as emotional leakage. The truth is, suppressed emotions, they rarely just vanish. Instead, they leak out in tiny, almost unnoticed ways. A sudden little shift in tone, a micro-expression, maybe a backhanded compliment. These are basically just uncontrolled drops of hidden feeling escaping the container. Section 1. Why we hide dislike, the masks we wear. Let's get right into it. The very first motive is the fear of confrontation. I mean, we're conditioned from childhood not to rock the boat, you know? So rather than tell a coworker they crossed a line, most people find it way safer to just hide behind polite small talk while they silently fume on the inside. The second motive is protecting self-image. People desperately want to view themselves as kind, fair, and reasonable. Openly admitting they resent someone, that totally shatters that idealized mirror. So they actively bury the feeling just to keep their own self-image intact. And the third motive, and this is a huge one, is jealousy and insecurity. Sometimes your success or your confidence acts like a mirror, reflecting their own insecurities right back at them. It's just significantly easier for them to emotionally distance themselves or quietly criticize you in their head than to openly admit they're envious. So here is the golden rule for our investigation today. One isolated incident means absolutely nothing, but a cluster of these behaviors, that forms a pattern. Let's rapidly break down the 7 subtle signs of secret resentment so you can actually start spotting them in your own social circles. Sign number 1 is the silence of success. Pay really close attention to how someone reacts when you share good news. A secret disliker, they won't openly groan, but they will give you a forced smile, get suddenly quiet, or they'll very quickly change the subject away from your victory. Your success triggers their discomfort, and it completely wipes out any genuine happiness they might have had for you. Sign 2 is basically a masterclass in passive aggression, the fake compliment. Think, you're lucky that worked out, or wow, I didn't expect you to do so well. On the surface, sure, it sounds positive. But underneath, it's a calculated psychological tactic. They're trying to minimize your effort and protect their own ego without looking like the bad guy. Sign 3 is selective memory. Have you ever noticed how someone will casually bring up a mistake you made like 6 months ago, yet when you achieve something totally incredible today, it barely gets a nod? Yeah, they are actively maintaining a negative version of you in their head because it makes them feel better about themselves. Moving on to sign 4, constant comparison. Driven entirely by insecurity, this person will unconsciously turn every single conversation right back to themselves. It literally doesn't matter what milestone you just reached, they feel this compulsive need to compete with your achievements rather than just letting you have your moment in the sun. Then we have sign 5, subtle exclusion. Now, I do want to warn you here, being left out of a group plan once is usually just an accident. But repeatedly being left out of group plans, casual get-togethers, or important conversations, that is a pattern of resentment, not just simple forgetfulness. They aren't openly rejecting you, they're just quietly erasing you from the picture. Sign 6 is honestly a little unnerving. They seem energized by your setbacks. They won't laugh in your face, but watch their energy. The second things go wrong for you, suddenly they're highly talkative, deeply engaged, or even overwhelmingly comforting. It's like your temporary struggle acts as a bizarre relief for their own feelings of inadequacy. And sign 7, I'm just worried about you. This one is so easily mistaken for genuine kindness, but it is often completely fake concern. By disguising their criticism as care, telling you they're only being honest, the end result is always exactly the same. They leave you doubting yourself. The difference between real and fake concern is actually profound. Real concern offers actionable support and genuinely wants to see you climb out of the hole. Fake concern? It simply throws criticism down at you disguised as a helpful rope. Spotting this difference is absolutely your strongest defense against concealed resentment. Section 2. The plot twist: it's not actually about you. This brings us to the psychological concept of projection. The biggest, most liberating realization you can have is that their hidden dislike is rarely actually caused by your actions. When people feel threatened or dissatisfied with their own lives, they unconsciously project those emotions onto you. Your confidence is literally just acting as a walking reminder of what they believe they're missing in themselves. Because of this projection, the main takeaway is super simple: stop chasing their approval. Trying to win over someone who's just using you as a mirror for their own insecurities is a totally rigged game. The harder you run on that wheel, trying to earn their acceptance, the more of your own power you're handing over. Section 3, emotional intelligence and protecting your peace. True emotional strength isn't about exposing these people or seeking revenge. It's about refusing to let someone else's hidden resentment dictate your self-worth. So here is your 3-step blueprint for navigating this without going totally paranoid. Step 1, notice patterns, not isolated moments. Step 2, trust consistent actions over charming words. And step 3, protect your energy by investing it only in genuine supporters who actually want to see you win. To wrap up this explainer, I'm turning the investigation over to you. What is the biggest sign you've noticed from someone who secretly disliked you? Take these insights, protect your peace, and ask yourself this one final question. Are you spending more time trying to win over your hidden critics or celebrating with your true fans?